We have a Patreon, and it's free.
And it's free. Like, actually free.
Yep, completely free. We finally set up a place where you can get a peek behind the scenes, help shape the podcast, vote on stuff, and just create a community.
And you'll eventually snag some rewards that we're cooking up.
So please go follow us on Patreon at Best Year Ever Pod.
And while you're at it, follow us on all our socials.
All right, let's start the show. Welcome to Best Year Ever, a movie podcast where each week, one movie at a time, we'll attempt to answer this very important question. Was 2025 the best year ever for movies? This is so close to right now. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your host, Jesus Gonzalez, and with me is the powerful, demonic, and master of her own multidimensional castle, Casey Glynn.
Hi, Jesus.
I almost went to like the tragic or the philosophical, but no, I think this is fitting.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Why is this fitting? Why are we talking about Casey?
Because since we recently did Akira, which was back in the 80s, I thought it would be very fun to do another anime movie, but this time one that is very recent. And for that reason, we are talking about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Yay!
No.
Nope. I'm not doing it. Say the
whole title.
Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba.
The movie Infinity Castle.
The movie Infinity Castle. Technically, I think it has an even longer title where it's like Akaza's story or whatever. But
Akaza's return, something like that. He kind of is the main protagonist even of this movie. I kind of mentioned that. Well, okay. First of all, I've never seen Demon Slayer, the movie or the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read the manga. I know about it. I'm not huge on modern anime or manga.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few that are fairly new that I've really liked, like Dungeon Meshi. But it's very rare for me to really latch onto it. Like, what was it? There's a new one, Attack on Titan. Like, One Punch Man. Those ones are like
I can't do One Punch Man.
They don't grab me. They just don't.
Yeah.
But this movie, well, I will get into it obviously, but spoilers, I really liked it.
Yay!
And I think that it's too long, first of all, but I think I liked it because it reminded me so much of Saint Seiya, aka Caballeros del Zodiaco, which is an anime from the 80s that I grew up with, and I told you, Casey, about it. Did you see any clips or anything about Saint Seiya?
I did not.
Yeah, I figured. So I'm kind of prepared.
Good. Smart.
It'll be quick, but it reminded me of Saint Seiya and just the drama and the fight, drama. Also calling out the strikes that they're gonna do, and the graphics even behind it. The style, though, it's very early 2000 Flash animation for me. It's very digital. It combines a lot of 2D and 3D, but it did remind me specifically a lot of Ninja, the Little Ninja, which was a early 2000 Flash animation web anime before anything on the web. Like, this was before YouTube, probably.
Yeah.
But just so you can see real quick, this is Saint Seiya. Oh, so good.
言ったはずだ。この命に変えても聖夜は俺が守ると。守れ！ケア！
Phoenix. Yeah. Right? Right?
Yeah, I can see it.
And then when it comes to the animation style, it feels very flashy. The animation is more fluid.
Let him taste his karma. But Totoro, no Takagawa will kill us if we do not get him out. Yes, he is right. We will be executed. How can he kill us if he's dead?
Anyway, we didn't have much back then.
Yeah.
But the animation style was very flash. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just too clean, too digital. Even though it is done drawn by hand, but there was never like it was never put on paper. High contrast with the new Gorillas animation. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. Yeah, and it kind of felt a little nostalgic just because of that. It brought me back.
Aww.
So one day I might go see the whole Demon Slayer anime. But have you seen the whole anime?
I have.
Did you see it because of this movie?
Yes. So before I saw this movie for the first time, I watched like a 30-minute video recapping the series thus far. I went and saw this movie because I went with Samuel, and because he had seen all of it. And then after the movie, I was like, I actually kind of want to watch this now. And then that started my nerd arc, as you might call it. I've been pretty much just only watching anime since then.
Wait, was this your first anime that you watched or really got into?
Yeah, I mean, I have one that I've always watched, which is Bleach. But this is like what opened the door for me into like going outside of just Bleach and like exploring different animes.
Bleach is more horror sci-fi, right?
Not at all sci-fi.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, maybe thinking about something else. But it is more horror. No?
I wouldn't even say horror.
I don't even know what I'm talking about there. What I do like about this is that it's very optimistic. I mean, there's fucked up shit here. Yeah. But it is like about a hero, and it feels very classic anime to me.
And the main character, Tanjiro, like his motivation, like he is so like determined, and there's something about that is just really fun to watch throughout the series.
Which is, I think, it's part of the reason why I don't like modern anime, because you don't get that type of optimism and like that type of you. I feel like you get a lot of anti-heroes and apathy in characters in the later anime. But this, wait, you said his name. What's his name?
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro. Yeah, he feels like a classic Luke Skywalker type. He feels like a. I haven't seen the whole anime. I've seen a few videos just to familiarize myself with the characters, but I think there is a little bit of classic hero trope of like the little guy against all odds kind of thing.
Yeah.
Didn't like the demons.
That's so funny.
They were all kind of the same until you kind of see their backstory, which are different. But they all did like delicious. They're all very snarky, and they're all kind of around the same, except the second guy who was related to the guy. I'm not gonna know names.
Yeah, that's okay. The guy with the ponytail and the 6 eyes.
No, that's the main. No, that there was a new demon that was the not brother, but they went to the same dojo.
Oh yeah, no, that is his brother. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That they learn all of the katas or whatever techniques, except the first one.
Yeah,
and then this guy, like this is so Sensei. Yeah, like that's the storyline. It's like, literally, Sensei. Yeah, there's 2 brothers, and one of them is kind of the weakling, but secretly he's super powerful. And the other guy is super arrogant and then goes to the dark side. He does redeems himself in saying so, yeah. But he's Phoenix. Like the it's there. But anyway, let's do Letterboxd. You watched it twice, you nerd.
Yes, I did.
the first time 4.5 stars. It's interesting that the first time you gave it 4.5 stars, and the second time 4 stars.
Yeah. There was something about watching it without any context that I think made me feel like so much more like, oh my gosh, what's happening? I'm amazed. And then like this time I was obviously prepared. And so I was just kind of like, okay. Like there, I wanted it to move on.
I can see that.
Slow. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah. 2.5.
Your first felt like 3 hours. 2.5, but also the credits were animated. So you kind of have to stay there for the credits. I was peeing myself. And I fucking need to stay here. God fucking damn it. Anyway, your first review, me, oh my fucking God, I'm tired of this backstory. Me 5 minutes later, holy shit, this backstory is amazing. I need a spin-off. Yeah, this is classic anime. Classic anime to the nth degree. Second time watching your second review, I could watch Akasa's backstory on repeat for the rest of my life. I never get sick of it, to be honest. I feel like it's the same review.
No, I didn't even remember that was my first review, like until you just read it out loud, where I was like, oh my God, I really have been obsessed with that backstory.
Yeah.
Oh my, I just can't wait to get into like all the details of it. Like in the video that you saw that was like, here's what you missed. Did they explain that Akasa's techniques are named after the fireworks that he saw with his fiance?
No. No. I missed that. They did say that, his snowflake pattern thingy is based on his fiance's pin or whatever.
Yeah.
This is so fucking cheesy.
We love it.
You know what you would like? Maybe Ranma and a half.
Okay.
It's a rom-com anime.
Ooh.
The original super raunchy, and somehow in Mexico we got it unedited at 5 p.m. You saw boobs and dicks and balls.
Damn.
Everywhere.
That's
no nipples
crazy.
though.
Okay. That's too far.
Yeah, it's too far. But there is a remake on Netflix. It's a lot less raunchier. It's super cute though. But you might like it. The whole premise is that there's this... it's not forced. I was going to say forced marriage, but there's these two dojos, two masters, and they make their respective daughter and son. They have to get married for the dojo, whatever. They hate each other at first, but then they fall in love later. But the guy, Ranma, it's called Ranma and a half because he went to this Chinese hot spring. If you pour hot water on him, he becomes a very hot and sexy redhead lady.
Love that. Okay.
And the dad becomes a panda. And spoilers for the first few episodes, his rival becomes a teacup pig. And it's very stupid, but it is really cute. Anyway, other reviews: 3.5 stars, Infinity Castle, cross emoji, Infinity Flashback, check emoji. 4-star review, 200 flashbacks per second. 5-star review, Akasa, my man. At first, you left a hole in Rengoku, and now you left a hole in our hearts.
Yeah.
That's the guy he killed that was in the train or something. Yeah.
Yes.
I get it. It doesn't hurt because
devastating.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. If you ever watch the show, you think, I'm not going to be hurt by this. I already know what's going to happen. And let me tell you, I still sobbed when I got to that death. And it's so funny, too, because his screen time is maybe like 5 to 10 minutes in the entire series before he dies. But just, it destroys me.
No,
it's
I get
so good.
Right. 4 stars and a half. This is a lot of stars reviews, all of these. Waterbending, 12th form, infinite tears. 3 stars and a half, which is probably what I would have given this movie. At this point, it's my fault for still believing cutting off a demon's head kills it.
So true. So true.
And then I'll end with this 3 stars and a half, which I feel like it's what you feel. They could never make me hate you, Akasa.
Yes. Fully agree. 110%.
That's the background. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Infinity Castle. I'm so lucky that Spanish and Japanese have the same cadence and pronunciation. Released in 2025, a budget of 20 million, box office of $278.9 million. I feel like it should be more. I don't know.
The box office I see here is 781 million.
Yeah, I did this a week ago. So it's gone up. Directed by Haruo Sotosaki, edited by Manabu Kamino. I didn't mention this on Akira, or maybe I did, but I'm very curious how animation editing works. Is it edited in the storyboards? Like how is that?
Yeah.
How is that done? I just know this because famously Katzenberg, who was the head of animation, Disney Animation in the early 80s, knew nothing about animation, and he edited, I think it was a Black Cauldron, but they had most of the movie done, and he started editing an animation as if it was live action, so start cutting scenes already fully rendered, already fully colored.
Wow.
And he had no clue how to do this. So I know that's not how things are edited in animation, but who knows? It's digital now. So starring Zach Aguilar as Tanjiro Kamado, Alex Lee as Sanitsu Agatsuma, Johnny Young Bosch as Giyu Tomioka. Erika Harlasher as Shinobu Kosho, Stephen Fu as Doma or upper rank 2, Lucien Dodge as Akasa or upper rank 3, Alejandro Saab as Kaigaku or upper rank 6, and not really starting, but I have to mention him, Channing Tatum as Keiso.
And he went to the red carpet. He went to the premiere. Channing Tatum did.
They're all fucking nerds.
Apparently, him and his daughter watched Demon Slayer together, so him and his daughter went to the premiere.
Very cute.
He will be getting my worst actor ever, though.
Yeah, same.
Love you, Channing.
I really wanted to give it to all of the demons because they just have like the same demon cadence and arrogance. I get it, they're demons, but
it definitely. The first time I saw this, I saw it not dubbed. I saw it sub. And the voices, I prefer the demon voices in the sub version for sure. They sound great.
I've never liked English dub. I've always preferred, if I can hear in Spanish dub, I'll do Spanish or Japanese sub. But I don't know. English, I feel like English is not for anime.
Interesting. I typically prefer English dub because I feel like when I try to watch something like Bleach, where we have like an ensemble cast, and like majority male, I can't tell their voices apart, which like shouldn't really matter, but like it does for me. Like I can't really personify them because they all sound the same, except like in Demon Slayer, like they sound incredibly different. So I think it's just like a choice.
Okay, I just looked up Bleach. Okay, I know what it is now. I've seen it. I've seen stills.
And it is not the sci-fi horror show that you thought it was.
No,
Were you thinking Ghost in the Shell?
No. I was thinking. I'm not gonna remember, but they fight ghosts. It's kind of cyberpunky sci-fi. It has like a similar sounding name. I'm not gonna remember it.
I'm super curious what you're thinking of. So
I'll
come back to me. Yeah.
Yeah. If you like Bleach, you might like Samurai Champloo. It's really good. It's very early 2000s. With a lot of 80s hip hop influence. This is like hip hop samurais. It's interesting. Anyway, yeah, let's start the movie. Also, by the way, I only mentioned those actors and the starting because there's a lot of characters in Demon Slayer.
So many. And
some main characters weren't really featured in this movie. Like I know the sister of Tanjiro. I remember her name, but I know she's like main thing. The guy with the boar head. I know there's a thing too.
Bryce Papenbrook. Sure. And literally everything.
By the way, Crunchyroll has Demon Slayer in Spanish. So if I watch it, I'll watch it in Spanish.
I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
Fun fact, not Demon Slayer, but JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Sure.
The guy who does the English dub for the main character, Yuji Itadori, also does the Spanish dub for Yuji Itadori.
That is super rare. That's cool. All right, I'll have to watch that one too. JJK. You say JJK? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Anime.
That's the one that I sent you the 15-minute fighting clip from.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing, but
That's
I believe
okay.
you.
Yeah.
I speed through it. I kind of like, yeah. All right, get it. Anyway, let's start the movie.
I will not be going in chronological order, so I'm just gonna hit the beats.
Yeah.
This is a really long movie. There's a lot to it. Let's get started. So the movie starts with like a small little recap of what had happened in the last season, which is that the leader of the good guys, keep it very basic, has decided to use himself as bait for the main bad guy. He's about to die anyway, so he's like, this is a perfect opportunity. In this plan, he does have to kill 2 of his kids and his wife. So that is a bit unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. He leaves 3 kids still alive afterwards. So basically his plan, use himself as bait. Muzan, the big bad, comes in and is like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, they have this great conversation. And then he blows up his entire home. And all of the good guy team, they're called Hashira, have no idea about this plan. 0. Because if they did, they would try to stop him. Because they all really love and respect him. Like, incredibly so. Like, this is truly like a good guy. Only one of the Hashira knew, and he knew because the guy knew that he wouldn't try to stop him, so we love that. But basically, all of them are within proximity. They hear this big explosion, they all show up, they see Muzan, and they try to kill him. Right as all of them are about to strike him, you hear the little the strum, and then they all fall into the Infinity Castle. And that's how the movie starts, is we are now in the Infinity Castle.
When did this air? Like, when did this finale happen?
Was not it like sure.
A couple years ago?
I don't think it was a couple of years ago.
Okay, because I remember at one point, I just saw a bunch of reels and TikToks and whatever of the explosion everywhere. That I had to look up what is this and like Demon Slayers, because people freaked out because of this finale explosion.
I believe it.
That's kind of how I got introduced to all of this.
That's so funny. Yeah, I actually don't know when it came out.
I'll look it up while you start the movie.
Okay, cool. Everybody, all of the good guys are in the Infinity Castle. Outside of the Infinity Castle, in the real world, we have the good guy's son and 2 daughters who are still alive. And they are mapping out the Infinity Castle. And that is what they're doing throughout the course of this movie. They're doing so through the vision of the crows that they have also in the Infinity Castle. They got some special magic stuff. Part of this plan, this master plan, was that they were going to use a woman named Tamayo, who is a demon, but has like learned to be good, I guess. She has figured out a way to basically cure like this thing that makes somebody a demon. And so she injected that into Muzan. So that's why like you see him in the cocoon and her kind of like being consumed by it, because he's like trying to heal himself. So that's what's going on, right? And that's pretty much it in terms of the big bad is in a cocoon somewhere trying to heal himself and make himself still a demon. Also, his motivation is so funny throughout the entire series. All he wants to be able to be a demon and be in sunlight. And because in this world, if you're a demon, you cannot step into the sunlight. You will literally burn, like you're a piece of paper on fire.
Are demons basically vampires?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And is this like a demon in the sense of we don't know what else to call them? Or is it demon in the sense of there is an afterlife? These are kind of like related to traditional demons from Japanese religions. Like that. It's just monsters? Yeah,
just monsters.
Okay.
I would say.
Because I was thinking if there is an afterlife or something like that in this world, then not maybe so much of a dick move from this good guy who sacrificed himself, but also his wife and daughters. But if there is no afterlife, dick move.
Yeah, we do not talk about the afterlife. So there's not necessarily like a there is or there isn't. I guess there has to be, because at some points in the series, like Tanjiro talks to his like deceased father. But maybe that's just his subconscious. So it's open to interpretation.
By the way, the big explosion, June 30th, 2024.
Okay, so a year later.
So yeah, I think I do remember that like a couple years ago. 2024 was a couple of years ago.
Yeah. But a year later, this movie came out after that finale. So all of the Hashira are in the Infinity Castle. The Infinity Castle is huge. It's moving constantly, and basically they're just a bunch of demons. That's where they all are. The first Hashira that we're going to follow in this movie specifically is named Shinobu. She's pretty cool. The demon she encounters is upper rank 2, so he is the third most powerful. Muzan is the most powerful, then there's another guy, and then there's Doma.
Okay, gotcha. So upper rank 1 is second in command, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So Doma, pretty powerful. We get some of his backstory.
He gives me very much Frieza from Dragon Ball in Spanish vibes. The voice in Spanish. The voice in English is very shrill and high register. Dama and Frieza just like give me the same vibes.
His voice in Japanese like gave me chills. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. It made me so uncomfortable, but it was so good. I was
Is it deep like this? Like
no, but it's like, but there's like a whine to it.
Okay.
Like, which is very interesting.
It's not deep, it's silky. On English, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
So she encounters Doma. We learn like Doma's history because you have to learn every demon's backstory. What is the purpose? If you don't, right, you gotta be able to empathize with them. Except he does not have an empathizing story, a story worth empathizing with. Basically, his parents just sort of put him on a pedestal and create a religion surrounded by him. And so he just became like a psychopath narcissist. And that's pretty much it. So
it's very much implied that he has like zero empathy, but also kind of zero feelings. Like he doesn't understand really.
Yeah,
how people have like why do they have feelings? It's weird.
Yeah, he literally cannot comprehend it. Shinobu, when she encounters him, eventually realizes that is the guy that killed her sister, who was very dear to her. Her sister was also a Hashira, and so that makes her very determined to be in this fight. Her skill, she's not strong at all, but she's very skilled with poisons, and so she just tries to keep poisoning him over and over again.
Oh, sorry, it's implied that you need to be very strong to cut off demons. Like it's not about the sword.
No, like it has to be strength and the sword. Your sword does have to be like special. So like not just anything can decapitate a demon properly, but her sword is really not built for that because she's not strong enough to do so.
Yeah, it has like a weird thing. Like, sting, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Her skill is all like based off of insects, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they fight and she loses that fight and she dies, which is really sad because she means a lot to a lot of the characters.
She was
very unfortunate.
Kind of main character, right?
She was definitely more of a mentor figure. Okay. I would say the three main characters in the show are Tanjiro, Zenitsu, who fought his brother, and then the boarhead kid. Those are your three main characters. The sister? You can say that. She's around, but she never talks. So, yeah.
How old are they?
60.
Are they 60 or 16?
16.
Okay, like 60.
Yeah. And I think all the Hashira are under 30, but like above 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
As she's dying.
It makes sense for an anime, sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah. As she's dying, she's getting consumed by this demon. It's not her actual little sister, it's her adoptive little sister that they've taken in, comes in right at that moment and witnesses what has happened and screams.
Did she actually die? Because don't you see her in the credits or after credits or something in like isn't she like in a brain thing?
No, that's Tamayo. That's the chick who's trying to cure Muzan of his demon situation.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was the same character. They look very similar.
That's fair. But yeah, she's dead, which is really sad. And her younger adoptive sister, Kanao, basically is now just trying to fight Doma. And we don't get the resolution of that fight in this film. And that's pretty much that sequence of events.
Speaking of characters, I will get into it with Tanjiro. I thought Tanjiro was a girl when I first saw the whole thing.
Interesting.
I think that's part of the appeal that doesn't appeal to me of this style. They're too cute. All of them are too
very cute. Yeah, I agree.
It's like obviously big anime, big eyes and small nose, and like that's anime, obviously. But there are styles.
Yeah.
And like I prefer the Akira style or even the Dragon Ball style, which is similar to this. But all of their features are very round.
Yes.
The only one that looks like a and on purpose like a male, like a man, is the guy with the white eyes and all of the scars. Like he's like always shirtless, really big.
Oh yeah,
he's the only
Love
one
him.
that kind of looks like, oh, that's a guy.
Yeah.
Everyone else, like, I'm waiting for them to speak to know what.
The guy that voices him is the same guy that voices Satoru Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
Keiji Tang, we love you, King. Keep up the good work. Anyway, the crows. I love the crows. After you become a part of, like, you pass the test to be within the Demon Slayer Corps, you get your own crow, and your crows can talk to you. And so that's what we're witnessing. So then the crows announce that she has died. And everybody likes to think that Giyu and Shinobu had a thing, and that he's devastated about this. I think a part of that is just like fantastic, you know, but it is.
Giyu is the guy with the yellow red hair.
No, Giyu has the ponytail. He's with Tanjiro. He's the one that fights Akaza.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they? Is he like much older or not?
Yeah, he's like, I mean, maybe 10 years older than Tanjiro.
And the girl that died also around.
Yeah, around Giyu's age.
So she's not a teenager. Okay.
No. The only teenagers are the three main. Yeah.
And the sister, I'm guessing. Because she's younger sister, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I guess also the girl, like Shinobu's little sister, is also a teenager.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the main guy, the main, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I didn't know the ages of any of them.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So that's the first big fight we see. The second fight we have is between Zenitsu and I think his name is pronounced Kaigaku. Zenitsu's older brother.
Kaigaku, I guess.
We learn that Zenitsu and his older brother had different skill sets and capabilities. They were learning the lightning breathing technique, which is passed down from the family. So they're learning it from their grandfather. There's only a certain number of techniques. Zenitsu can only do the first one. His brother can do the rest. So whenever his grandfather was getting older, he basically was like, both of y'all, I'm like giving everything to both of y'all. You get to split it since like you guys kind of complete each other. His older brother does not like this. He's very offended by this. Fun fact, his older brother at one point, you know the guy who's blind that you see for a little bit in the movie? He has kind of spiky hair. He has these like large beads.
Oh, the Man's Man, the one that said that.
No, because that other guy that you're talking about has white hair. This guy does not have white hair.
No, I was talking about that guy.
Oh, okay. That guy.
I don't remember the guy with the white hair. No, he has like short hair, brown.
Yeah, he has like kind of a scar here.
He's super. Yeah.
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was taking care of like a dozen like orphans or like kids who had like run away from home. And he was like really good to them. He was kind of like a school teacher, but like they all lived in like this one small space. And Zenitsu's older brother was apparently staying with them at the time. And he was out past curfew. And he encountered a demon. And he, in order to like save his own life, told the demon, hey, there's a whole like house full of people and kids that you can go eat instead if you save my life. And the demon was like, all right, but so Zenitsu's older brother has fucked over many people because that demon like slaughtered everybody except for the main buff guy. So very sad.
I did like the backstory, and maybe you'll get into it, that Giyu, is that the younger brother? Younger brother name?
Zenitsu.
Okay, sorry. You said it so many times. Zenitsu, whole thing is that he's weak.
Mm-hmm.
But because he only knows the first form. But really, that's the fundamentals. And Kaigaku knows all of them except that one. And I like how in the flashback, the other pupils or students make fun of the older brother because he doesn't know the fundamental. Like, you should know the fundamental. It's kind of a thing that I always tell young artists and young designers. They always want to do like crazy things. Like, no. Do the grid. Do a grid. And then from there, you can just kind of like experiment and be crazy, but also always base it on the fundamentals. And I really like that, the backstory. Yeah, all of the demons, surface levels are like, they're all kind of the same, but then you see the backstory, like you really need the backstory to be okay with like the rest of the fights.
Yeah, I agree. Also, the fun thing about Zenitsu's character is that throughout the entire series, he is a fucking scaredy cat. He is a coward. He hates fighting. He is like high pitched and screaming all the time. Like he is just like so animated, like so like ah. But in the last season, in one of the episodes, you see that he gets a letter, and then from that moment on, he is like very somber. And then you learn in this movie that the letter he got was learning that his grandfather had killed himself.
Oh, that was that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I've heard about him and he was scaredy cat, but throughout the whole movie, I didn't get that from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yes, his father took his own life or his grandfather took his own life because his older brother had become a demon and they found out. And so that is what happened. So obviously, Zenitsu's pissed off and he wants to avenge his grandfather.
Sorry. It's really funny to me how much it took for Kagaku to disintegrate. Mm-hmm. He was monologuing as a head.
Oh my god, they all do that. In this series, anytime like Tanjiro kills a demon, like cuts off his head, the head is like talking and it's just like going on about its backstory and it is so silly.
But it's supposed to be like super dramatic and serious moment and this whole thing. But this was specifically was not only was disintegrated by falling, but also this other dude catches up to him, and it's very Looney Tunes. It's just Looney Tunes.
Yeah. This movie does have some like random really funny moments, like Tanjiro and Giyu, whenever like they fall and like they're like running around the castle and they like kind of designed in a silly way. It's just very random, but it's good to have like the humor in the midst of all of it.
Speaking of, I don't know if it's intentional or not humor, but the crows or ravens bug me so much. When they were, first of all, they have weird voices. I don't know the voices in Japanese, but they have weird voices. Mm-hmm. And also the caws are human. There's a person doing the caw.
Yeah, because they speak English. The birds speak.
Yeah, but also like, is everyone in the vicinity, including the demons, hearing them? Because they're giving away key details for the heroes only. That's or fair. I would guess they're giving away like, oh, things maybe don't tell the demons that so and so are there fighting.
Fair.
They're just yelling everything. So I hope there's some magic there somewhere that only the good guys can hear them.
It's possible. Yeah, it's funny. The crows do have personalities. So like Hughes is like an old crow that it like will get confused and like send the wrong message to other people, and it's very silly. But yeah, the crows be squawking quite a bit.
So in Japanese mythology, and I just quickly Googled this. And this is AI overview, so I apologize. But K-pop Demon Hunter, it's also there's also a crow there, and it's kind of significant too. So I was wondering what's the significance of crows in these type of Asian cultures, and also if you go to Appalachia, seems very familiar. But it is a sign of divine intervention, guidance, and bad luck. And bad luck.
Oh.
The most famous, this is specifically Japanese, not Korean. But the most famous is Yatagarasu, a three-legged crow representing sun-guided wisdom, protection, and the unity of heaven, earth, and humanity. So it's always very interesting to me that crows have these very similar traits in a lot of cultures. So I was kind of wondering when I was watching this movie, and because also like Game of Thrones, crows are a big deal, and they kind of have a similar function too. But I feel specifically the bad luck thing is a thing. Is that a thing in Demon Hunter, or really they're just kind of messengers?
Mostly just messengers, like companions. Okay. Like that's how you get like your next assignment. Is like the crow will be like, okay, let's go to this place now. But yeah. Anyway, back to Zenitsu. He is fighting. He gets his ass rocked for a quick second. And so I guess the afterlife does exist because he temporarily goes to the afterlife. He sees his grandfather. And there's this very sweet moment that makes me cry, where his grandfather is like, I'm incredibly proud of you. Like, you're doing good, kid.
He thinks he sees his grandfather.
Yeah, I guess that's also possible. You fucking pessimistic asshole.
This movie is kind of pessimistic. I thought it was really clever. and really good. That the first fight, the good guy loses, or good girl. Ooh, I didn't feel right saying good girl.
Yeah, the good person wins.
The good guy. I like saying the good
person
guy.
dies. Yeah,
and because I know enough to know that she is a main character or one of the like the more prominent ones. Honestly, most of the things that I know about Demon Slayer is based on cosplays, and I see a lot of cosplays of her.
Yeah,
and the board guy. That's the most cosplay that I see. But yeah, the killing her right away, I think was really effective because I don't know if Zenitsu's going to survive this one or not. I'm kind of invested.
Yeah. But then Zenitsu pops back up and he uses a new thunder breathing form that he created himself. Love you, King. Good job. And
I honestly cheer in the theater. I honestly in the theater.
And it's just like, it's incredible. Seeing him like pull that out because throughout these series you've only ever seen him use the one technique, and it's full circle. We love it. And he kills his brother. They do state that, because you might be thinking, why is one of like the younger teenage boy main characters, why does he win his fight, and why did the woman not win her fight even though she's been exiled for a longer time? This is explained because his brother had only recently become a demon, and so he had the potential to be, an upper rank 6, but had not reached that full potential yet.
Yeah.
So that is how he was able to get out of that fight.
I did like that. They're like, this is something like if you fought him a year later, he would at all like stand a chance. He would have died immediately. Very, very video gamey.
Yes, good way to put it. So yeah, the next fight, the final fight that we get to in this movie, is Tanjiro and Giyu versus upper rank 3 Akaza. As we have briefly talked about, Akaza was featured in one of the earlier seasons, the Mugen Train arc, and he killed off one of the beloved characters. And I'm telling you, like, that character, talk about like haunting the narrative. That character comes up every single chance that the show can bring him in. Because somebody will be going through a hard time and they'll remember that character and they'll be like, I can persevere because of him. And it is kind of incredible. But he is a really great character for the brief time that you get to know him. So obviously, Tanjiro is triggered because Tanjiro saw Akaza kill this other guy, I can't remember his name, in real time. So he like witnessed it, so he's got a vendetta. It is also incredibly funny how Akaza pops up. He literally like shoots through the floor and is like, let's fight, bitches. And that is his whole thing. Anytime he fights somebody super strong, he offers to make them into a demon so that they can continue fighting. Like, that's his vibe. He loves to fight. He hates weakness. And he really loves being strong. This fight goes on for quite some time.
So long.
It's so long. There's moments where he's fighting Giyu, and then he knocks Giyu out. He's fighting Tanjiro. It's all over. There's
like not one, not two, but 3 flashbacks to this guy, right? Like there's several flashbacks.
Yeah, because at one moment Tanjiro says something and he pauses and he's like, he gets really angry because he's like remembering something reaching out to him. Then we get like a second kind of moment like that. And then finally he has this like realization eventually, and then we get into his backstory. Before we get to his backstory though, Tanjiro reaches a new level of his capabilities, which is basically being able to conceal like your fighting like drive or your instinct, because that's how he figures out that Akaza is able to block all of his attacks. Yes, Jesus.
I think. Sorry.
No, say it.
Insane say yeah. This is your 6th sense.
See, I love that. That's beautiful.
And this is like, oh, you reach your 6th sense. You can, and it says that you see the world behind the world, like basically you see all the connections, and you kind of are one with the universe.
Yeah.
And this is like a memory just unlocked right now of us in elementary reaching our full potential, the 6th sense. This is so sensey.
Yeah.
Out of all of the demons, obviously Akaza was my favorite, just because his whole spiel and movements were very different from the other 2 that appear, or 3 that appear. Just because he is very, very hand to hand. He doesn't have a weapon. All of them have a sword. He doesn't. Is there a reason why he doesn't remember his past, but all the other demons do? Because I think they all do, right?
I think he has just repressed it so heavily. And then there's also kind of a thing where it's like, I mean, yeah, because like Doma remembers his entire past. Some of them, I think the ones that have been demons for a lot longer have like completely forgotten it and then only really remember it close to their death. Also, Gyu reaches another like strength boost. He gets this mark on his cheek, and basically anybody who gets that mark has basically reached or surpassed their potential. And they have exerted such strength that basically it means that like once you get that mark, you're gonna die in 5 years.
And Tanjiro has that mark too, right?
Tanjiro, that is just a birthmark.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of some deep lore stuff and the connections that he has. But as Tanjiro does get stronger, the birthmark does become more defined. Yeah, so Gyu reaches that level, and Gyu has, like, his character arc throughout the series has been like, I'm not strong enough, I'm too weak, I need to get stronger, I'm, like, so weak, like, I shouldn't be here. Like, very much imposter syndrome. And so to see him, like, have this moment where he finally gets that mark is, like, kind of, it's very rewarding to see him reach
really that was really cool because especially in the beginning, Tanjiro is geeking out about Gyu of and the whole, like, they even do the cutesy anime, which they only do once.
Yeah.
But of like, oh, he knows what I'm doing, and he complements it with blah blah technique.
Loves Gyu. He's obsessed with Gyu. Like, Gyu is his, like, perfect mentor. There's this moment where all of the Hashira have, like, specialties. There's, like, water breathing, fire breathing, all this other stuff. Like, when you become a Hashira, like, you're kind of, that's your pillar. And so Gyu, whenever Tanjiro learns fire breathing, in addition to water breathing, Gyu gets really upset by this. And he kind of gives Tanjiro the cold shoulder. And Tanjiro's like, why? Like, what's wrong? And Gyu's like, I was hoping you'd become the next water Hashira. And Tanjiro's like, but you're the water Hashira. He goes, no, I'm not strong enough to be the water Hashira.
Is Tanjiro the only one that can do, like, two, like, water and...
No. So people can learn other forms. And it's interesting because, like, there are a few main ones. So, like, water, fire, and, like, wind. But
Earth?
Something like, yeah, and stone. But, like, wind, like, the Shinobu's, like, she has insect breathing, but that's a spin-off of wind, and she created it herself. And then there's one character who has, like, love breathing, but, like, it's really just fire breathing, but it's a spin-off of that. So
the lady with the big boobs.
Yeah. And her sweet little snake boyfriend. Yeah.
Snake boyfriend. Yeah, caught that. Yep. Obviously, opposites attract.
Yeah. Love them. God, I can't wait for his backstory to be animated. He's such a good character. Anyway, back to Gyu and Tanjiro and Akaza. So
sorry. Questions about the forms and all that.
Yes.
I'm thinking about something else, but I want to get there. Is Tanjiro treated like the chosen one, or is he kind of like or is he just kind of one more?
It's a mix. It's a little bit of like one more, but like also he has incredible potential, and there's something different about him. We don't necessarily know what it is yet, and like I don't think it's necessarily even been revealed in the story. But it's also about not just his strength, but his like personality, because he's carrying around his demon sister, and all of them are like, we need to kill her, and he's like, no, she's good, I promise. And so it's kind of like that dynamic duo is kind of what makes him special.
Is do you think like is he gonna learn all of the forms, or he's gonna learn?
No, so spoiler alert, he has the ability to master the original true form, which is sun breathing. And like that's his specialty.
This is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was getting to that. Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Of course I have, yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, I don't know, but yeah. Okay, all right, got it. This is that.
But it's like sun breathing isn't like stone breathing. Sun breathing is just like its own thing. Just everything is spun off from sun breathing. But like nobody else can do sun breathing.
No, everything is spun off from this one avatar, and then he taught other people. And then they did the Fire Nation, Earth, Wind, and Water. But there's this one avatar that can control all of them. He's the original one. And all the avatars descend from the same, from Juan, or as they pronounce it in English, Juan, which I thought, like, oh, so his avatar is Mexican.
What are you saying right now?
That's his name. The original avatar is Juan.
Oh.
But they pronounce it Juan, or they kind of pronounce it Juan. But it's like Juan, it's like G or something. It's a different. Yeah. Anyway, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Tanjiro learns about the transparent world, the selfless state, heightened perception, masking his emotions. He has this moment. He is about to behead Akaza, but he says, I'm going to behead you, which is like so stupid and silly. But then you think about it some more and you're like, nah, he's really showing like how strong he is. Cause like, or like the strength in doing that, right? Because it wasn't being sneaky. He wasn't being like weak about it. Like he just was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And then he
So there's this character in Saint Seiya who goes blind. His name is Shiyu, I think. I forget. His whole thing is he's a dragon. Because he goes blind, he can't disguise his ki. And they can't sense him. So it reminded me of that also.
There you go.
I don't know. Is it Saint Seiya, or is it just anime / Japanese culture sleeping in? Like because the themes are very similar.
Yeah, very interesting. So Tanjiro successfully beheads Akaza, except Akaza still kicking, still fighting them, beheaded.
That was at the same time so silly and so terrifying.
Right? Like just seeing like the headless body, I was like, that's a little creepy.
But I wish the silly part was that they kind of regrew the nub, and I kind of wanted to reach out and poke at the hole. But I get why, because he's kind of regenerating. But he monologues so much as a headless body.
Yeah, it's crazy. But basically, Giyu and Tanjiro's persistence in this battle cause Akaza to remember and finally accept his very tragic past. So this is where we get the best backstory of all time.
Yeah.
Akaza remembers that his name was Hakuji, and he was a criminal who stole medicine for his very sickly father. And he was very strong. He got beat a lot. He got the tattoos on his arms. And he was
I thought that was
persistent.
a cool inclusion. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Eventually, after he gets punished so many times, his father takes his own life, as basically saying, like, if I'm dead, you don't have to keep committing these crimes to, like, get me, like, medication. Like, I'm setting you free from this burden and, like, go start a new life. At this point, he's, of course, raging out. And this guy, what's his name? Keizo comes and like basically knocks him on his ass and is like, you're going to be reborn and you're not going to be a criminal anymore and you're going to be a good person. And Keizo is the one that is voiced by Channing Tatum. Keizo takes him back to his dojo, and that was passed down to him from somebody else, and introduces Hakuji to his daughter, who is also very sick, which is the perfect situation for him because he knows how to take care of a sick person. Also, as he's like introducing them and like showing him around, Keizo casually mentions, oh yeah, my like wife killed herself because of the burden of this and taking care of our daughter.
And now it's your job.
Yeah, that was crazy. And he's like, if I was a better man, maybe this wouldn't have happened, which is very sad.
And he does this smiling.
Yes, because he's a happy, good guy and maybe a little bit of a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Hakuji becomes his like disciple, essentially, and they train together, and it's going really well. And they have this situation for years where he's taking care of the daughter, and he's like learning how to fight, he's learning how to be a good person. And finally, Keizo is like, "Would you like to marry my daughter? She's pretty into you." And he's so excited. He says yes, and she's so excited. And then he goes to visit his father's grave because he's like, Dad, I turned a new leaf. I'm a better person now. I'm going to get married. Like, I really hope that you're seeing this and you're proud of me. And he cleans his dad's gravestone, comes back, and they're dead.
The moment that someone mentioned, he went to see his father's gravestone, I'm like, they're going to die.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you kind of knew they were going to die because why else would he be a demon? But
exactly.
Like, oh yeah, this when it happens, and it was the assholes at the beginning. That obviously it was them.
Yeah, so there was this rivaling dojo of samurais, whereas they were doing martial arts, and the samurais, the guy who owned that dojo, wanted this land that they were on, so he killed them. He poisoned the well. Sneaky bitches. So that is why Akaza hates the idea of weakness and how he associates weakness with being sneaky, because that's what happened.
And swords, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So Akaza goes in there and he fucking kills all of them. All of them. And he's pretty badly wounded, but he's still surviving, and he's walking around, and he encounters the big bad Muzan. And Muzan's like, I heard a demon was causing some trouble, but you're not a demon. And he's like, fuck off. And Muzan's like, I don't fucking think so. And then at that moment, he becomes a demon. And he drinks Muzan's blood.
Here's my question. These demons are kind of all powerful. How they have not conquered the whole of Japan or killed everyone in Japan?
It's because they can't go out into the sun.
Oh, I guess.
So, like, yeah, like that is like the biggest drawback, I would say.
Because this is feudal Japan, and they say like, oh, he killed hundreds of people. Like, how many people were in feudal Japan? I think he killed like at least a third of everyone in Japan, if that's true.
No, that's so funny. Also, only a few of them are actually strong. A lot of them are pretty weak. Easily killed. But yeah.
The ones that are kind of fodder, the more monster-looking ones, those are still humans that turn into demon, but they're pretty just like whatever. They're just rank and file. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, Akaza finally remembers his past, like everything that happened, and he's basically like, I have to end this. So like basically Gyu and Tanjiro were on their last fucking leg. One of them had like, I think Gyu's sword is broken or Tanjiro's sword is broken. Like they are busted. And so they're like, oh my god, he's about to like hit us again. He's gonna do his special move. And then Akaza actually just starts punching so many holes in his own self. And he starts to regenerate again. And he's like, no, I don't want to regenerate.
That's
at that moment.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Also, kind of going back to your first point about like the first fight we see the good guy die.
Oh, for sure Gyu was gonna die. I'm like,
yeah, Gyu and Tanjiro were going to die in this fight if Akaza didn't take himself out.
Well, Tanjiro, like I knew he was not gonna, because I know he's the main character, but I'm like, Gyu's gonna die.
I fully expected Gyu to die.
He needs to lose his mentor, so he's gonna die, and I was surprised that he did it.
Spoiler alert! Gyu never dies. Gyu survives the entire story.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising. I like this version. Like, that's cool.
Yeah. He's one of the only ones.
I guess the mentor that died is the guy that Akaza killed. I guess that's part of the story. Because that's in the middle of the story, and the mentor dies in the middle of the story, not really the conclusion. So I guess that's kind of...
Yeah. That's very fair. And it explains him haunting the narrative. Once again, they only knew each other for like 6 hours, which is so funny. But
I feel like as a teenager, you find this like savant guy that you think he knows everything. I guess you kind of see that.
Akaza, despite putting so many holes in his body, does start to regenerate again. And he's like, no, like I don't want to regenerate. And then basically, like all the people from his past are sort of like beckoning him to the afterlife. So I don't know why I said the afterlife doesn't exist. I guess it very clearly exists in the story. There's this beautiful thing that I looked up afterwards, because I was kind of trying to understand how does like Japanese culture think about heaven and hell. And because traditionally, like for us, right, it's like it's eternity. You're in hell for eternity, or you're in heaven for eternity, and like that's it.
Very recent invention, but yes.
But for like in Japanese culture, or at least like in the culture of this time that the story takes place in, is that hell is basically just like penance that you have to pay. So it's like, you be in hell for a few years, you work your shit out, and then you can go to heaven, which is cool.
Very Greek also.
Yeah, kind of love that, honestly. So Akaza, because he has killed a lot of people, is going to go to hell for some time, but his fiance goes with him.
Oh, that's what happened. I mean, super unfair to his fiance, but sure.
Well, I mean, she chose that. You know, she's like, I'm gonna go.
Well, she has
suffer
been
with you
in heaven for a few hundred years, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
so I guess.
take a few bad years because she just wants to be with him again.
That was really cool. I because he started regenerating and like you said, and he's just ripping off parts, and he's like, no. I thought, ooh, are they gonna make him like good? Is he gonna regenerate and then just gonna like, I'll try to help
join the party.
Whatever,
yeah,
or not even maybe be like a neutral party or something. But what I like is that they very much make clear that if he regenerates fully, he will not stop fighting. Like he has to continue to fight. Like it's not an option for him to live and also not fight. So I did like that he basically chose death. And I also like that the main villain guy appears to him also like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to fight. And he almost gave in. But yeah, I like it. It was a great villain. I wish. Well, I guess he got introduced in the anime, but because if I saw this movie without really watching the anime, and he kind of comes in the third act, and he's not really introduced in the beginning of the movie, not really. So I kind of wish he would have been more the villain of the movie, but considering the whole anime before it makes sense.
Yeah,
but I wanted to see more of him. So I guess I'm gonna watch the movie, the anime.
Yay! Oh no.
In Spanish.
Fair. Totally fine with that. He finally starts actually disintegrating and dying once, because you're right, Muzan comes to him, but then the memory of his fiance is like, no, like, let's go. And so then he passes away, and Tanjiro and Gyu pass out from pure exhaustion. And their poor little crows are like, please don't die.
I didn't know there were their crows. That's cute. I just wanna see that whole fight from Tanjiro and Gyu's point of view, and not. Like I said, let's just see this dude being super powerful, and then just I'm gonna punch myself to death now.
Yeah,
like then, zero explanation.
And then you're still gonna see me regenerate, and then suddenly I turn to ash, and then I'm done.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Like truly, he was fighting his own demons.
Haha.
Thank you. Basically, the movie ends with Kokushibo, which is upper rank 1. So he's the right-hand man of Muzan.
With the 6
eyes. 6 eyes.
He was the coolest demon design, I think.
Yeah. He's very, very cool.
I guess I like his design because it was very different. But Doma, he's such a... I've seen this guy in other animes a billion times.
Yeah.
There's nothing unique about him.
I think that's incredibly fair. We do get more of his backstory in the next movie, I believe, which will be interesting. So Doma and Kokushibo realize that Akusa has died, and they're like, damn, that's crazy. But upper rank 4, I don't know her name, but she's the one that her specialty is the Infinity Castle in and of itself. She has created that all, like, it's all hers.
Gotcha. Is it another dimension? Like, is it a tesseract? Because they don't say tesseract, but it's a tesseract, right?
Yeah, I would say so. So that's her blood demon art. That's her special capability, and she starts making a bunch of changes to the Infinity Castle. So they basically have to start remapping the entire thing.
Okay. We do get a little bit of the little kid that's drawing the maps, a little bit of his back. Well, not backstory, but you kind of know why he's there, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Like, is he a main character in the anime?
No, so it's actually really funny. So he's the son of the guy that used himself as bait, right?
Yeah. Got that.
You don't realize that he is the son because every son in that family has like this special condition that like makes them like susceptible to something or whatever.
I thought it was clear because he has black hair and the sister have white hair.
That's but they dress him up as a girl in like the previous seasons. But now it's like they've made it clear that he is the boy. He is the next heir.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay.
And then, so as they're mapping everything out, there are 2 people outside standing guard. The 2 people are he was the sound Hashira who retired after they have like this entertainment district arc. So great. His name is Tengen Uzui. He's the best character of all time. I'm so obsessed with him. He's so great. But he retired. He was basically like, I have seen enough. He retires at 28. He's like the oldest of all of them. He dips out.
Well, I have to remind myself this is medieval Japan, so
yeah,
you're 30 and you're
trains.
old.
It's not that old, you know.
There's a guy with a gun, so I guess it's the end of So is it like 1800s?
I don't know.
It has to be 1800s.
Well, yeah, I'll look this up.
But you're right, it's not medieval.
Mm-hmm. And then the other guy looking out is the former Flame Hashira. He is the father of the guy that died by Akaza.
Yeah, they look similar. I thought it was the same guy. Yeah, why did he not go over there? Or read a little bit. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's basically the end of the movie. Muzan has not been defeated. They did take out two of the upper ranks. The next movie should be covering Doma and Kokushibo, and then the final movie and the end of the series will be them fighting Muzan.
Gotcha.
And there you go. That's the movie.
So fucking long.
So long.
By the third flashback background of Akaza, it's like, can he just die now?
Like, what is happening?
So it is feudal Japan, feudal Edo period from 1603 to 1868, and then the Meiji era, rapid modernization. So maybe could be this 1868 to 1912.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because Muzan walks around wearing a fucking fedora. That's yep.
Oh, he kind of looks like Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it is okay. So it is more like modernization. Do they ever address that kind of westernization of Japan? Because all of these are Japanese, right? All those characters.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Because in Saint Seiya, only the main guy is Japanese. There's a very international cast, which is when you're a kid or me growing up, you didn't realize that most anime or a lot of anime they're not Japanese. So it is nice to see that a lot of these characters are all Japanese. Anyway, yeah, how are you feeling?
So great. I feel so great.
I'm conflicted about this movie, this whole movie. Before we get into awards, because I obviously just watched it because you wanted to watch it, and I came in with almost form opinion of Demon Slayer just because of the cosplays, the memes, the style. For the longest time, I thought the main character was a girl, so I was like, I'm confused now because then he was shirtless. Like that's a guy's body, that's not a girl.
Yeah.
So, and I don't tend to like the overly cutesy styles. So I kind of came in, I don't know, but despite it being so long, and despite the animation style, which again it's very early 2000 flash animation, not the fluidity. The fluidity is amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't really like the style of combining 2D and 3D this much. Like the 3D looks very 3D, and to me, kind of like it doesn't gel that right. I think there was an over dependence on effects. There was a lot of dust and a lot of flash, and I wanted to see the animation. You're obscuring a lot of the animation. I want to see it, and there was a lot of like debris and kind of stuff happening. That kind of detracted a little bit. And I also there was a point where there was just like the classic anime of static images, and you just see lines like this. And like, oh, they run out of budget. Like they just needed to fill this 3-hour long movie, or 2 and a half. So it kind of felt like a long episode more than a movie itself. But despite all of that, I did enjoy myself.
I'm glad, very glad.
I stayed until the very end, even I was just peeing myself, but I stayed.
I'm impressed.
Anyway, let's do awards.
Let's do it.
So 3 awards: best actor ever, worst actor ever, best scene ever. Casey, best actor ever.
I think I'll give it to Alex Lee as Zenitsu. In this movie, even like the flashback, you see the range that he has of very high pitched to very like low, and I just also think he's great. I love his work.
I feel like that's based a lot on the anime itself, because to me it was very, very one tone. which was on purpose. But you having all the background of the anime, of seeing him throw the anime and then the rage, yeah, I kind of see that. I'm going to get to Alejandro Saab. No, sorry. Lucian Dodge. Yeah. Agasa.
Nice.
He had so much things to say.
Yeah. He was yapping.
He was yapping and I was entertained.
Yeah.
And I think that was like, all right, I kind of, and I yeah, he could have been very annoying. He wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
Worst actor ever?
Channing Tatum, love you, King. Please keep doing this. Just get a little bit better, please.
Yeah, same. He was in. I feel like he was in another movie. He was in Ranma and a Half. I mean, he was matching the animation, obviously, but he was too jovial.
Yes. Yeah.
But he was great too. Like all the cast was amazing. I had a hard time choosing. Yeah. I'm choosing Channing Tatum because it's Channing Tatum and he can take it, whatever. Yeah. But the whole cast was amazing.
Yeah. And I think, Channing Tatum was great. You could tell that he had the least amount of voice acting experience out of all of them.
Yeah. Because they're all professional voice actors, which I appreciate. Best scene ever.
It's gonna go to August's backstory.
The whole backstory.
The whole just all of it.
All of it.
If I had to choose one specific moment, it would be him and his fiance looking at the fireworks together.
Yeah, of course it is. You had to. And Casey was sobbing when this was happening. I'm surprised you chose this scene because you probably didn't see much through all the tears.
I know, yeah. It was all cloudy. It's so pretty.
I'm gonna give it to the scene with Tanjiro and Bored Mask Guy.
Yes, when he's going back and he's thinking about the technique, the transparent world.
Yeah. The whole how he realizes the how he's sensing and
wow.
Mask Guy, he's like because and he kind of said it's a very offhand comment how he can sense this guy and he's kind of thinking about it. And I'm a sucker for that kind of very nerdy, like they're like warriors and stuff, but they're also nerds because they're like, oh wait, they're making connections, they're problem solving, and then he kind of very slowly just kind of walks and then just yells. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to the whole realization scene. Close second is the whole Akasa backstory, obviously, but yeah. So Casey, very important question. Solely based on this movie, was 2025 the best year ever for movies?
Yes, it was.
Same, and also, honestly, I think it was a really good year for movies.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Sinners, you got Sinners.
One battle after another.
Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, which you haven't seen. You need to watch that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess, I think 2025 was a really good year. I want to say episode, but no. So this was Demon Slayer. Next week, there's very special guests. But yeah, we're watching Pirates of the Caribbean with Steph and Alex from the Film Bros. They were amazing. It was great to have actual professional podcasters in these amateur asses podcasting. But it was a lot of fun. So that'll be, I believe, also next week. So after that, it's back to 1984. I'm excited to go back to 1984. It hasn't been the best year. Definitely better than 1994, I'm gonna say.
Yes. Yeah. 1994 was so rough.
But I feel like we've been cheating a little bit, or at least I have, because we have been fudging the numbers of the movies that we watch more than.
But you know what? It makes it a more enjoyable experience overall.
Yeah. But I'm excited to go back to 1984. I'm excited to go to that grainy, not really well polished. And I've told you this before, Casey. The Terminator is a love story. It's a road trip movie. It's a tragic and toxic love story. So I was just saying.
If it does not give me tragic love story, I will lose my mind and I will blame you for it. So
I 100% think it is a tragic, toxic love story, and also very weird how they get together, which I'm very curious to hear your opinion on that. And if you've seen the Terminator, very famous movie, of course you know what I'm talking about. Anyway. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
If you were to become a demon, what type of demon would you be? How many eyes would you have? How many arms? Would you be super evil and monologue-y? Or would you be tragic and broody and sad? Please let us know. You can email us to bestyeverypod@gmail.com or reach out to us on all socials, bestyeverypod. We also have a free Patreon. We have some quite exclusives there. And we do post our reviews earlier when we can. But as always, the best thing you can do for us is tell your friends, tell your loved one, rate us on Spotify, Apple Pod, or wherever you get your podcast. Till next time.